What's up, fish fam? I'm Dan from Michigan Aquatics, and for today's video is going to be on my 3-gallon betta tank. And we're not going to be talking about a betta, we're not going to be talking about the goldfish that will leave. Instead, we're going to be talking about shrimp and how many you can fit in a 3-gallon, and why not, how to take care of them. Now, in here, I have the cheapest shrimp you can probably find. You can see one right there. I have 4 of them. These are adult, well, almost adult ghost shrimp. They can live for, they usually only live for a couple months, and they'll eat anything you put in a tank. They really like algae wafers, though. It's their favorite. You can see a good look at them right there. Now, I have 4 in here. That's about the max you could put in a 3-gallon is 4 shrimp, but you could possibly get away with 6, depending on the species. And if you wanted to, you could go 7 or 8 if you did cherry shrimp. There's lots of different types of shrimp, but these guys are really cheap. They're only a few cents. I bought 5 of them for like $2.59 or something like that. And they're a really cool, interesting pet to have. Now, the requirements are sand as a substrate. I just used playground sand, and I cleaned it out and let it sit in water for a while to make sure there were no chemicals in it. Then I put it in my tank, filled it up, and it's been doing amazing ever since. Now, the reason these shrimps need sand for a substrate is so they don't break their legs. A lot of times people will use gravel for their shrimp substrate, but it's not good for the shrimp because it can break their legs. As well as it's easier for them to pick through the sand for food instead of gravel. Now, I recommend that, well, it doesn't matter anyway. I recommend, well, this does matter. When you're buying shrimp, make sure you buy at least 5 or 6 of them. I bought 5, and I ended up with 4 because they're very sensitive when they're first added to a tank. Luckily, the nitrates, pH, and such are perfect in this tank and are hard to change because it's so small. And more than likely, the one that's going to die, if you get all males, you'll only end up with 1 because the males will fight and kill each other. I have 3 females and 1 male. The male is the smallest one. He is right at the back there. You can't see him. He is right there. The one on the top. That is my male shrimp. But they're very interesting to watch. For decorations, they prefer rocks and live plants. When you first buy them, they will hide in the rocks and the plants. But trust me, within a week, they will be out and running around and awesome. For ghost shrimp, I recommend you get them really small, like at 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch. As small as you can buy them that small. It's easier for them to live in the environment when they're that small. So, you can see here, for the plants, I have to clean this off. That's why I don't film this tank very much, because it's gross and I need to clean it. There's red algae growing off of this. This is an Anubias, and down here I have the most hardy plant in the world, the Marabou moss balls, and I just ripped them apart and threw them through the aquarium with lava rock and stuff. They're very, very cool and neat little things to add to your tank. They give off a very calming vibe because they're a very slow-moving creature and they're clear. And what you may notice are these little bars that are on him. If it would focus, you'd be able to see that them little bars are actually bright, iridescent green and glow. It's really cool, actually. There it goes. It's sort of focused. But shrimp can definitely live in a 3-gallon, and I recommend if you were to get them, buy 6 or 7 of them, because you'll end up more than likely losing a few of them. filtration is required for these guys. If you have a 3-gallon, a 1-gallon filter, not a lot of flow, they like it a lot. Heaters are not required as long as you have a good heat circulation in the room you're keeping it in. It is about 60, maybe 70 in here, and the water is about 78 or 80, which is perfect for these little guys. The Gohst shrimp water parameter liking includes the pH anywhere between 7.0 and 8.0. Do not let there be any sudden shifts in that. Just try to keep it at 1. They also like their water hard. Like, not very hard, but hard. Those are just the most basic things that I think you should know when you're keeping shrimp and Gohst shrimp. Water parameters, tank size, you could keep 1 of them, or, well, actually, I've had 4 of them in a 1-gallon, but that wasn't really professional of me. But I recommend, if you are doing a 1-gallon, you have 1 to 2, and a 3-gallon, 4 through 6, or possibly 7. And you can keep going up, but they're the perfect they're the perfect nano shrimp. Very cheap, readily sold as feeders, which is why they're so cheap. They're cheaper than fish usually are. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video and Matt's fish keeping. I hope you found this helpful. Basically, 7.0 through 8.0 needs to stay there and a little bit on the hard side. Make sure you got a filter. They will highly appreciate it. 1-gallon filter. Here's mine. It came with my tank. It's just the Tetra Whisper 1 gallon. But a little bit of an update for these guys here. I don't know why my camera lens is so dirty. Maybe that'll help. A little bit of an update on these guys. It's going perfect. The water clarity is really good. Judging, I have a 100-gallon filter. The Jag seems to like this area more than this area. The convicts dug this, but no one owns this. So I'm hoping if I do buy something, it will like that area. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. It will mean a lot to me. If you want to see more of the 3-gallon in future uploads, give this video a like and leave a comment. And other than that, I will see you on the next one. This video is the end of the Halloween special. I'm sorry, but it's mainly because I got a new intro. Alright. See everyone later. Fish on.